Hello students, welcome to the lecture series of microwave and radar. In last lecture we have studied what is a microwave accessories. Then we will also study the flanges. In flanges we have to use the what is the use of flanges. The function of flange is to give smooth mechanical joint with suitable electrical characteristic, particularly low leakage and low reflection. So flanges basically used for the mechanical joints of waveguides. Now next accessories is what? That should be waveguide bends and corners. Waveguide bends and corners are there. Okay. So today firstly we will start for the bends and then we will go for the corners. And all these accessories is used in the joining of waveguides. So first one we will study what is a bends, waveguide bends. So there are two types of bends are there. One is H plane, that is magnetic field, and another is E plane, that is electric field plane bends. They are also bends. So these are the two bends that we have studied. What is use of bends? Bends basically use where the change in direction of propagation of energy in waveguides is required. So assume this is a energy signal, so we have to change the direction of propagations. For example, direction of propagation means this wave will be travel on x directions, so we have to change it to the z direction. So after changing, so the direction is, this is z direction, so it will come like this one. Okay, so for that one we have to use the bends. Okay, so there are the two types of bends. So first one is H plane blends. This is a H plane bend, and another is E plane bend. H plane bend and E plane bends are there. So here the construction is that H plane will be parallel to the horizontal surface, while E plane will be what? That should be parallel to the vertical surface. So it is a piece of waveguides smoothly bent in a parallel plane parallel to magnetic fields. This is a magnetic fields for the dominant mode. Similarly, in order to keep the reflection in the band small, the length made will be several of wavelengths. So what is the length? That should be in terms of wavelength. If long length is undesirable, means if longer length is undesirable because of its size, and if sharp bend is required, so this is a sharp bend is required, then reflection can be minimized by making mean length of bend or integral number of waveguides. By doing so, some of reflection gets cancelled. So in this particular process, the bends basically use to change the direction of propagations. Already I will explain, to convert it from z-axis wave propagated in some sort of z-axis, that should be converted in x-axis or vice versa. But the main problem of bend is what? At low frequency bend become inconvenience because of its clumpy structure or nature. So here it will be what? Some sort of clumpy nature, so it will be inconvenient that must be used in the waveguides. So it will make again some sort of reflections or some sort of losses that should be occurred inside the waveguides frequency. So in order to avoid this, we have to use the corners. So corners basically corners waveguide corners. So corner is basically used for the larger wavelength or for the lower frequency, and it will be used instead of bends, because bends are clumpy, inconvenient in nature. So for that one, the corners are the best solutions. So corners basically used to the alternate of bends. Okay. So the corner basically, in order to get the 90-degree bend, would obviously introduce intolerable reflection, and to avoid them, to corner cuts. Okay, so 90-degree reflection that should not be occurred in the bends. So in corners we have to achieve it. So again there are the three types of corners are there. So in three types of corner: H plane, meter corner, then next one is E plane, double meter corner, and the third one is H plane, again double metered corners. So these are the three types of corners are there. We'll see one by one. So first one, that is H plane meter corner. So here I will draw it. This is first H plane meter corner. E plane double metered corner, and one more is there, H plane double metered corners. Okay, so corner must be cut is said to be meters. So there are the three types of corners are there. First is H plane meter corner, then E plane double meter corner, so it is double plane, then H plane double meter corner. So again here we have the double plane is there. So the corner is said to be metered. The E plane corner is there. This E plane corner is rarely used because of risk of voltage breakdown across the distance D. Across distance we will get some sort of breakdown voltage, and naturally that breakdown voltage will be as smaller. If change in direction of E plane is desired, then double meter corner is shown in figure. Means just remember, the wave will be passing like this one. So the wave will be come from this one. Here input will be given and here output will come. So that wave will be reflected again. It will be simultaneous reflection, and like this one we will get it. But there must be some sort of disturbances there. For example, I have to pass this type of electronic wave inside this one. So we will get this one. Similarly, I will pass it here. So we will get the this type of angle, that is 45 degree. Here again, here 45 and here 45, so 90 degree will get it. Like this one it will come like this one for this, and again here this one 45 45 90 degree H plane double meter reflections will take place. In this corner both inside and outside wall are cut. In this one both inside and outside wall are cut, and the thickness of cut is same as that of straight portion of waveguides. So thickness is there, that should be straight portion of waveguides are there. If the dimension of D, this dimension of D is made a quarter of guide wavelength, reflection from the two cuts corner get cancelled, but it makes the corner frequency sensitive. Okay, so H plane meter corner, E plane double meter corner, and H plane double meter corner. These are the types of corners. So corner must be used instead of bends are there, in order to what will that should be some sort of inconvenient and cluspy nature of bends. We have to use the corners. Okay. Now we will go for the tapers. Waveguide tapers and twist. Waveguide, these are also accessories. So waveguide tapers, basically it will be used to conversion of one waveguide to another, that is circular to rectangular taper are there. Already we have to use this in circulator and isolator, and basically that taper is used for the attenuations. So waveguide tapers, first one, this is circular to rectangular taper. This is circular to rectangular taper is there. So when it is necessary to couple waveguides having different dimension or different cross-sectional shapes, then waveguide tapers are used. So different cross-sectional shapes are there, we have to use the waveguide tapers. Waveguide tapers is used for interconnecting a rectangular waveguide to circular and circular to rectangular waveguide. This is a circular one, and that should be converted in a rectangular type of tapers. It will be inside the, or in order to cut the two waveguides, means one waveguide is for circular and another is rectangular, so in between this we have to use the waveguide tapers. Transition from one edge to other is very smooth, and it will be used to minimize the reflections. So this surface is smooth one and basically used to minimize the reflections. Taper may have length of 2 or more wavelengths. So conversion from circular to rectangular, rectangular to circular, tapers is also used. Now we will go after the tapers, we will go for the twist. So in twist, it will be basically used for the polarization of change in polarization. change in polarization. So twist. The structure is also a twist. So this is 90-degree twist. Now I will draw it 45-degree twist. So this is 45-degree twist. So waveguide twist. So wave will be transmitted like this one. So 90-degree means here. So the output wave will be come like this one. 45 again from this one. See here 90, 180, 360 like this one. The twist is there. That must be basically twist is used to change the polarization. Direction is required. Waveguide may be used extending over 2 or more waveguides. So in between 2 and more waveguide we have to use the waveguide twist. Waveguide twists are used to change the direction of polarization. Thus, waveguide twists are used to convert vertical to horizontal. So this is vertical to horizontal polarization and vice versa. Such waveguide twists may be incorporated in waveguide bends. Waveguide twist will give the twist of 90-degree and 45-degree. Then it will show the twist. To minimize the reflection in waveguides, twists are used. Twists are made gradual so that it extends to about the two wavelengths. So today's lecture we will see what is bends. First one in today's lecture we will study bends. So in that one we have studied E plane and H plane bends. Then we will study corners. So in corners again we have to study H plane, meter corner, then E plane, double meter corner, H plane, double meter corner. So instead of bends we have to use the corners because bends are inconvenient, slumpy in nature. So for that one we have to use the corners. Then we have to use the tapers. Taper is basically used to avoid the reflections. In tapers we have to use the circular to rectangular tapers and rectangular to circular tapers. Again in after the tapers we have to use the twist. Twist basically used to change the polarization or direction of the waves that will be changed by 90-degree or for the 45-degree. So today's lecture we have to cover all the waveguide accessories, bends, corners, taper and twist. Okay, thank you and happy learning.